Okay, well, good morning everyone. Thank you very much for being here on time. We've got a lot to do today too, so let's get started. Now everyone's here apart from Shane in facilities where we have apologies from her. Has everyone got a copy of the agenda?
Yes.
Good. Okay, can I draw your attention to item 4 where it says presentation of mind survey result? The presentation is going to be given by Mr. Itlanas, who is a representative of the research company we contracted to carry out the work. Mr. Itlanas will arrive at 11:30, so I plan to break at about 11:15 to give his time to set up. It may also mean that we need to interrupt the first few agenda items, but we'll come back to those, and I'd like to leave a little bit of time under any other's business to discuss whatever might come out of the presentation, okay? So item 1 is relocation and plans for flexible working. Now, as you know, Ms. Barcos and her team have been working on plans to extend flexible working hours across the company. So, Ms. Barcos, perhaps I can begin by asking you to fill us in on your progress.
Sure. Thanks, Miss Miras.
Thank you very much indeed, Julani. I mean, on behalf of everyone, I'd like to say thank you to you and to your team for all the hard work that you put in so far on this project. I really appreciate it. Before we move on to item 2, are there any comments anyone would like to make on item 1? I'm aware that flexible working hours has a particular impact on some of your team. Do you have any thoughts on that? Well, from my point of view, what is proposing sounds fine. I am a bit concerned about working with the system of core hours and then flexible hours, but I think we all need to read through proposal in more detail before discussing it any further, okay? That sounds reasonable. And what do other people think, and do you agree with that? We need to look through the proposal in more detail. First, yes, okay. Right, well, I'm sure we can return to it at next month's meeting. Okay, good. Are we all okay? To move on to that next point, right? So the up and coming board meeting now, we don't need to spend too much time on this, but there are one or two issues which we need to be aware of. Can you warn me if we go beyond 10 minutes on this one? So those two people will be replacing the two members of the board who are leaving us, and that's everything. I think on item 2, right? Moving on item 3, the cost breakdown for the relocation now. Thank you very much for emailing the current figures to all of us. I hope that we've all had time to read them through. Anything that you want to add before I open this up? Question. Now, as for your question about whether we should have asked another question, I'd say no. I think the findings here are very conclusive. Anyway, there is the danger of generating too much data with this type of research. Shortly, anyone else? Well, on that case, thank you very much for listening. If you had any further questions, feel free to contact me anytime. My contact details are on the first page of your report.